I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
What's for lunch?
Man, I wonder what today's lunch is.
Today's lunch is classic cheese pizza, chicken bacon sandwich, and BLT salad.
That sounds good.
Yum.
Yum.
Hey guys, remember, when you go to the restroom, just do your business and get out. Go to the restroom, wash your hands, and go back to class. What does Labor Day mean to you?
Well, what me and my family usually do is every year after school on Friday, we'll be on our way to Florida or Bridgeport. And we'll go visit relatives because most of them live in different parts of Texas or in Florida.
Why do you think Labor Day is?
The first Monday of September. To celebrate workers, and it's in the U.S. and Canada.
What does Labor Day mean to you? No school.
Hey students, Mrs. Brown here. I wanted to let you know about some new guidelines that we'll be following at Thursday night and Friday night football games this year. You might have heard a little bit about this. You surely have heard about it from the journalism team, as they have told you on announcements that we won't be playing football underneath the stands anymore, and that is true. As a matter of fact, students aren't going to be allowed to hang out down underneath the stands or over around by the concession stand anymore. We're asking that you sit in the stands with your parents and watch the game, because after all, that's what we're there for, right? We are not going to limit you to how many times you go to the concession stand or the restroom. We're not saying that you can't wear certain things. You know what's appropriate to wear to a football game and what's not. So we're not getting real picky about that. You might have heard that some students are going to get called to the principal's office on Monday if they misbehave on Friday night. If a student is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing at a football game on a Friday night or a Thursday night even, yes, principals will be talking to them on Monday mornings. And again, that's only for students that are clearly disobeying rules. And I know that none of our students are going to be doing that at these football games. So I don't want you to be worried about all of these things. I just want you to be aware that we do have some new guidelines in place, and they are in place just so that everybody can go and enjoy the football games, because that's what it's all about. Let's go and show our spirit on Thursday night and Friday nights, and let's have a good time and follow these new guidelines.
Fidget spinners, those cool gadgets that spin. You see them more and more in the hands of kids all over. These gadgets, part of a larger group of gadgets called fidgets, have become the latest rage. There are all kinds of varieties of fidget spinners, from store-bought to homemade, and they range in price from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars. Fidget spinners were originally designed as a focus tool for kids who had trouble paying attention. Unfortunately, though, some kids aren't using the spinners like they were intended to be used. And instead of being a tool for focus, it has become a toy that distracts. Schools all across the country have banned fidget spinners for that very reason. They are causing distractions. So what should our school do? Well, instead of banning fidget spinners, we thought we would try some guidelines for using fidget spinners correctly. When used correctly and in the right situation, fidget spinners can be a useful tool. So here's what experts say about using spinners as tools. Number 1, know when to use a fidget spinner. You should only use a fidget to help you focus while you work or to calm down. Number 2, you shouldn't need to look at a fidget spinner very much. Although it looks cool when it spins, that's not what it was designed for. It's the movement of your hand that makes it work. Fidget spinners are designed to be used discreetly. That means you should keep it in one hand under your desk. That way you won't be distracted by the movement and stare at it instead of listening or doing your work. You should be the only one using your fidget spinner. Therefore, you should not share it by passing it around. You should not throw it or toss it. And again, you should not have it on your desk where it distracts another student. There are certain places where you don't need a fidget spinner. Remember, it is the movement that helps you focus. So when you're moving around in the hall, you don't need the fidget spinner. When you are talking and moving at lunch, you don't need your fidget spinner. When you're moving freely at recess, you don't need your fidget spinner. Because fidgets should be used as tools, not toys, spinners made of Legos are not allowed. These pieces come off and could become distractions. And because spinners should not be a distraction or cause any harm, those made with blades or lights or any type of illegal item at school are not allowed. So, to summarize, here's the bottom line. Spinners, when used, need to be under your desk, used with one hand. Keep spinners to yourself. No sharing. Don't take it to recess, lunch, PE, or in the hallway. No spinners allowed with removable toy pieces, blades, or lights. You also need to remember to bring only one spinner. You only have one hand to use it. If you cannot use the spinners the way they were designed to be used, they will be taken up by your teachers. If you don't think you can follow these rules, leave your spinners at home and use them as toys. Remember, these fidget spinners should be used for tools at school, not toys.
Miss Brown, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm updating the PTO volunteer drive poster to see who is in first place. So, students, be sure when you're walking by to stop and see who's in first.